Hello everyone. After a week of rest that we all deserved after what was an incredible month of NPL Season 2, the Festival of the Himalayas, Eastward Law's men are all geared up and are back in action. Cricket Association of Nepal, CAN, has announced a 24-man preliminary squad, camp squad they like to call it, in preparation for the ICC T20 World Cup 2026 to be held in India and Sri Lanka. We'll go through the list of players selected in this squad, talk about surprise mentions, few players who have been left out, and discuss who has the biggest chance of making it to the final 15 men squad and book their tickets to Mumbai coming February. Joining the discussion, we have with us Diwas Poudel, a true Lumini Lions patriot, is still celebrating the NPL Season 2 victory, all dressed up in Chelsea's kit. We also have Sashank Koirala, our ever energetic and enthusiastic supporter of Viratnagar Kings, and Pratyakshya Ghimire, a mystery leg spinner, mystery for me at least, from Kathmandu. He also happens to be the captain of my futsal team, so there's that as well. So welcome everyone. Let's first go through the list of 24 players in the squad. Any real surprises for you there, Divas?
The biggest surprise for me was Isan Pandey and Adil Ansari because Adil was not performing well in NPL, and I don't know why Isan Pandey is there. Already middle order was strong, and Isan Pandey can't bowl that can't bowl really well in comparison to other batsmen, other player in the squad. And another biggest surprise for me was Rupesh K Singh also. I heard someone telling about Anil Shah, why he was not in the squad, but it didn't really surprise me. Uh, that's all.
Yeah, Anil didn't have a very good NPL season as well, so it makes sense. Sasank, what have you got to add to this? Like any surprises for you?
So yeah, Rupesh kissing Adilala Mansari was surprise entry for me because I haven't seen them playing really good cricket in these recent days. So yeah, these two for me.
Pratak, any surprises for you in this 24 men squad, preliminary squad?
Any, sur- any surprises? You mean inclusions?
Yeah, both inclusions and the players that have been left out.
I don't think there is any surprise inclusion. All of them have performed. Anyone who's performed even a little bit has been selected. So I, I don't think I can say there's any surprise inclusion. Maybe Ishan Pandey, but that's probably a little too harsh on Ishan as well. Maybe Arif or Ishan, maybe just.
Okay, yeah. So we do see a lot of Sudur Paschim players there as well. Ishan Pandey, he's a lefty, so I think that was a bonus for him because there Gulshan, who will of course start for Nepal, is a lefty. But apart from that, only Bastir and Kusal Malla are left-handed batters, and maybe Stuart Law would have thought that they would benefit from another lefty in there as well, who also brings in right arm off spinner as well. And I think I was really surprised to not see Rizan Dhakal there because I think uh, I would have liked to see another left arm pacer along with Pratis in the contention for the squad as well. He did have a fairly decent NPL with T20. He did swing the ball quite well in the power play overs as well. I would have liked to see Hemantami in there as well, but maybe Stuart Law has his three frontline pacers quite set in Sompal, Nandan, and Karan Casey. I think he does favor Nandan Yadav more than Karan Casey. I think so because Nandan does bring in that extra yard of pace as well. And yeah, Rupesh Kumar Singh was a surprise entry for me as well, because he doesn't have that great of a pace, and he doesn't have that power hitting ability at the end as well. I would have liked to see Rashid Khan there, because I think he does a better job at death overs and can be handy with the bat as well. And apart from that, I think Anil Shah had a very disappointing NPL season, so it makes sense to leave him out. Mm, and yeah, I would have liked to see Pawan Saraf do good in NPL, but he didn't. Vivek Yadav was injured most of the season, I guess. So yeah, Isan Pandey is a good inclusion. I think like adding another left-handed batter will do good in the camp as well, because they would be probably playing matches against each other as well. So they would have at least wanted to have four left-handed batters in those 24-man squad as well. And I don't like the inclusion of Imsarki in there. He had one good game in the entire tournament where he came in and hit the ball big, but yeah, I don't think he has the ability to be in this T20 squad. It's a different argument when it is about ODIs, but I don't see Imsarki getting in the team, yeah. And it's also good to see Shermalla getting his opportunities. And yeah, NPL performances have been rewarded, I think so. So
Yeah, yeah.
okay, we can move on to uh, maybe picking 15 men players, 15 men squad for the World Cup. Who do you think have the best chances, Pratyakshya?
So for the 15, I think I have nine nailed on starters. At least nine will probably be in the 11 or eight, let's say, and then there are a few questionable ones. So to start the nine nailed on ones, Rohit Paudel captain, Devendra Singh Airi, Kushal Bhurtel, Asif Sheikh, Gulshan Jha, Sumbal Gami, Nandan Yadav, Karan Kesri, and Sandeep Ramisane. These are the nine ones who should be in the squad, who will be in the squad 100%. Then there are a few questionable ones, as I said. Let me find it. So my 15 has, apart from these nine, Lokesh Baum as my second choice wicketkeeper, Kushal Malla, Sher Malla, Avinash Bora, Sundeep Jora, and Adil Alam.
Did you
That is my
mention
15.
Basir Ahmed as well, or did you leave him out?
No,
Okay, no,
Basir
no
does not
Basir,
make my 15.
no Basir Ahmed for
No.
you. Okay, what do you say about that, Divas?
Mine is quite different from that. I'm gonna go with Kushal Bhurtel, Asif Sheikh, Rohit Paudel, Sandeep Jora, Lokesh Baum, because he can bat, he can open and he can replace Sandeep Jora if any injury occurs. And then I'm gonna go with Bashir Ahmed, Dipendra Singh Airi, Gulshan Jha, Karan Kisi, Sompal Kami, Sandeep, Sher Malla, and I'm gonna go with left arm pacer as well, according to the condition of Wankhede pitch. One extra pacer can, build a good squad. I'm gonna go with Pratish GC and Avinash Bora and Sahab Alam. That's all.
So, Sanj, do you agree, or you have something else to say?
Yeah, I agree. Uh, I have quite similar squad like Diwas Bro. So in my squad, I'm going with Kushal Bhurtel as a opener, as explosive batsman. So after in second number, Binod Bhandari. uh, instead of Arif, I chose Binod Bhandari because by looking recent form, I don't think Arif can fit in this squad.
Asif, you mean, right?
So
Asif.
oh, sorry, Asif. And I have a backup keeper Lokesh Bam. Number 3 captain Rohit Paudel. Number 4 Sandeep Jora. Number 5 Basir Ahmed instead of Kushal Malla. Number 6, Dipendra Singh Oiri. Number 7, I have two options, Adil Alam Ansari or Gulshan Jha, as they both of them play similar role in the squad. And number 8, Karan Kesi or Nandan Yadav. Number 9, Sandeep Lamichhane or Sher Malla. Number 10, Sompal Kami. And in number 11, Pratish Rishi, left hand quota.
I think yeah, Pratis would be benefiting from the only left arm pacer that we have in this 24-man squad, because there is no reason Dhakal as a left arm pacer to challenge his position as well. And for me personally, I don't think Avinash Bohra has got the pace or the consistency to be playing in the World Cup. I'm not quite convinced there. He did have a good NPL season, but the conditions of TU and Mumbai are going to be totally different. Ball gripped a lot in Kirtipur, but the pitch in Mumbai will be very fast, and I don't think Avinash has got the pace to get into that team. I don't think so, and I'm quite on the reserved side in terms of picking my 15, because I have gone quite conservative. I have decided to back the players that were there in UAE and Oman last few months. I think I'm going to start with Kusal Bhutel and Asif Sheikh. I don't think either of them will be dropped in the bench or kicked out of the squad. I think one of Binod or Lokesh can go to India next month, but I think Lokesh would be a better fit in terms of his flexibility as well. He can come in at number 3 as well. We have seen him play the role of a finisher as well at number 5 or 6 at times. And I think Vinod Bandari would be a proper experienced campaigner in that squad as well. But uh, with that experience comes also the ego, like can you can you keep as as experienced player as Vinod Bandari in the bench and keep him happy? I don't think so. And I think he is here in the squad purely out of his wonderful NPL performance. I'm not quite as impressed with his NPL performance as well, because he did not have any pressure on his side. Whenever he was batting with either Chris Lynn or Josh Brown, was it? Yeah. So he didn't have the pressure to play the role of the aggressor there either. And I don't think Sandeep Dora is a player who would fit in at number 3. I really don't see that happening, because I think if Sandeep Dora makes it into the squad, it will be quite low down the order at number 5 or 6 maybe, but I don't think he'll make it as a number 3 batter. I'm quite tempted to put Rohit at number 3 as well, but that does leave middle order vacant as well. I think Basir Ahmad walks into this team for me. Like he has shown the temperament, he has done good with the bat and ball as well. And for me, Basir Ahmed and Kusal Molla are both in that squad, because they both bring the similar skill set as well, so they can replace each other easily. And the another added benefit I think it would be is that they would bring their left arm off spinner. So even when you drop Lalit Rajbangshi from the squad or from the playing 11, they can play that role against the right-handed batter bowling in left arm off spinner. And Dipendra and Gulshan are no-brainers for me. They start every match they play for Nepal, at least in the World Cup. Sundeep is another name that goes in there, out of pedigree. And I think Eastwood Law would like to go with 3 frontline pacers as well in the Mumbai pitch, Mumbai conditions, with Sompal, Nandan, and Karan. I think Eastwood Law likes Nandan Yadav at the middle overs. He favors Nandan Yadav in the middle overs as compared to Sompal or Karan. And Nepal's real problem will be at the death, but I don't think Avinash Bohra has the pace or consistency. Again, I repeat, to ball at the death overs either. So for me, yeah, there are 10 sure picks for me. Kushal Bhutel, Asif Sheikh, Rohit Kumar Poudel, Basir Ahmed, Dipendra Singh Airi, Gulshan Jha, Sumpal Karan Nandan, and Sundeep. And I think who I would completely put out of contention would be Reem Sarki, Ishan Pandey, Rupesh Kumar Singh, and Shahab Alam. I don't think they have any chance. They are just to make up the numbers, I think. And one among Vinod Bandari and Lokesh Bum will go as a backup wicketkeeper. That's what I think. And I think Sandeep Jora has a higher probability as a middle order batter to go as well. And I think one pacer among Avinash Bohra and Pratish DC will go. I think Pratish DC will eventually make it into the squad. And the debate here would definitely be Sher Malla or Lalit Rajvanshi. Like Lalit has done quite well whenever he has played for Nepal, but that has not been transformed into his NPL season. And Sher Malla has risen out of nowhere, taking 17 wickets. So his mystery element would be tempting to take to Mumbai, but I don't see Stuart Law taking three spinners. As all rounders, there are Dipendra Singh and Rohit Poudel who will ball against left-handed batters, and Kusal Bhutel can chip in with his leg spinner. So I don't see both of them going along with Sandeep Lamisane. Sandeep Lamisane will definitely be there, but I think one has to be left out among Sher Malla and Lalit Rajvanshi. I'm not quite convinced about Sher Malla's batting yet. And what I would be hesitant about is he would be a debutant, right? So when was the last time you saw a debutant making debut for Nepal in World Cup? It was Sumpal Kami in 2014. So do you want to put him under that pressure, or do you have the trust in his mystery bowling that he would replace Lalit Rajvanshi in this squad? I'm not sure. It's up for debate. It's for Stuart Law to decide. And for Basir Ahmed's backup, I think Kusal Malla should be there because Stuart Law has shown his trust in Kusal Malla throughout the series against West Indies and throughout the qualifiers as well. He was not dropped even though performance was not there. So Stuart Law likes what he sees in him. He sees the capability of big hitting in Kusal Malla. He likes his left-handed batting and the bowling he brings as well. But it's just a matter of performance for him, I think. So I think he'll do enough to impress Stuart Law. He is my personal favorite, so I hope he does impress him. And I think Arif just does not make it because like who do you take it as a replacement for? Like if Arif Sheikh is going to go into the World Cup, he's definitely not going to start for Nepal. So who is he backing up? Is he a backup for Gulshan Jha? I don't think so because he doesn't have that power hitting or the pace bowling to be a backup for Gulshan Jha. So I think Arif Sheikh just doesn't quite make it for me. And yeah, Nepal's real problem would definitely be the number three, how Iswarlov figures out the number three and number four role. Because if Rohit bats at number three, then who's going to be there at number four? If Rohit is going to bat at number four, then are you thinking about slotting in Lokesh Bum there at number three, or even pushing Kusal Bhutel at number three? We have seen him do that in NPL as well for Pokhara Avengers. So I think a lot of thinking to do for him as well. So, anything else you guys want to add, Pratyakshya?
No one mentioned Adil Alam. I think he is the closest like replacement for Gulshan Jha. Uh, at least in terms of profile. I don't mean performance. Adil Alam came back after a long break and he hasn't been great. His NPL went okay. I think he scored about 90 odd runs, and I think the half of that run came in one game. So not in terms of performance, but you would want a replacement just in case for guys like Wilson, pace bowling all rounder. Uh, His bowling isn't convincing, and Gulshan hasn't bowled much recently for Nepal. For some reason, I don't know why. He should be used more, I think, but he doesn't bowl. Rohit maybe doesn't trust, or I don't know. For Adilan, the second one, I think either Lalit or Shermalla goes. Uh, Lalit is the tried and tested one. He has experience. He's played for Nepal plenty of times, but his performance wasn't great. He didn't play all the matches. Remember, I think he played 4 or 5 games for Janakpur this season for some reason. But Shermalla, I think, deserves the spot. 100% he deserves. The only thing that's against Shermalla, I think, is his inexperience in the international side. He hasn't made his debut yet. We all know that. But I expect Nepal to play at least one series before the T20 World Cup. It might not be at home, but I think we will play one series before the T20 World Cup. And there, if they want Shermalla in that squad, they should allow Shermalla to make his debut and give him a little taste of international cricket before the World Cup. Then another point I wanted to add, I don't think Basir and Molla both make the cut. Uh, I love Kusal Molla, and I kind of like the character of Basir Ahmed. I think he's got you see the character in Basir Ahmed, the grit, the determination. That game we all remember how he pulled it off for Virat Kohli. He's got that in him. But saying that, are we going to the World Cup to save our reputation, or are we going to the World Cup to win the matches? If we are going to save our reputation, play Basir Ahmed. He'll bat a few, he'll score a few runs, but you will not win the game for Nepal. To win, to challenge the likes of England and or West Indies, I think we need 180, 190, and Basir Ahmed isn't the guy for me. It has to be Kusal Malla. Uh, to take that 150, 160 score to 180, 190, that would be the difference. If you are if you are going to the World Cup thinking we'll score 150, 160 and defend, I don't see us doing that, especially at Wankhede. If it was any other place or slightly spinning with it, I think Basir would be my first choice. But for Wankhede, good pitch. I expect Muller to score some runs. He, he hasn't found his consistency yet. And I hate him for that. I absolutely love him as a player. He's my favorite player as well, Press. But he hasn't shown the consistency. But I expect him to find some sort of consistency at the World Cup. The pitches will be good at Ankara, we all know that. So Basir doesn't make the cut. Then Bora, yeah. 17 wickets, you can't ignore stats. I think Bora did all he could. See, it's up to Stuart Law if he believes that Bora is good enough or not. I don't think Praty's GC has convinced me. Again, we talk about left armers, and that is one definitely an advantage GC has. But he isn't quick. I don't think he's any quicker than Avinash Bora. The only thing he brings is that left armor, and I don't like picking a squad just because he's a left-hander. If that makes sense. Uh, GC bowled pretty well, but I think Bora's wickets and his at least his pedigree as a death bowler. Yeah, again, no consistency, no real pace, but you'd want someone who has bowled for Nepal in the past at the death. Bora did it. GC, I don't think GC is a death bowler. I can't trust GC. Neither can I trust Avinash Bora, but at least they have done it. Nandan Yadav will be the frontline pacer for Nepal, at least at the death. Stodler likes him, and Rohit Paudel likes him, and along with Sompal, I think all three pacers are going to play at Wankhede. We're only going to play one spinner. That will be Sundeep. Against West Indies, though, I expect Sharmalla to play at least in my 11. The mystery spin, the X factor against the power hitters of West Indies, they tend to not pick mystery spinners. The power hitters, even English batters, they don't pick spinners from the hand. So that could be an advantage if we play Shermala, if he goes, that is. Uh, Lokesh, I think Lokesh bats at three. I have a strong feeling Lokesh Baum will bat at three. Vinod Bhandari should not make the 15. I have a very strong opinion on that. He scored runs, but again, it's similar to Basir versus Malla for me. Are we looking at someone who will be stable and and take our score to 130, 140, or are we taking a little bit of risk and give the likes of Lokesh or Molla the license to go after the bowler and take that score to 180, 190? Will definitely one of Lokesh or Vinod will make the cut. For me, it's Lokesh Baum, and he bats at three for me. I'll quickly tell you my playing 11 as well. Bhurtel and Asif will open for me. Lokesh bats at three. Rohit Paudel bats at number four, and then followed by Molla at five, Idea at six, Gulshan at seven. Three pacers, Sompal, Karan, and Nandan, and Sundeep as my spinner. If I want another spinner, I'll probably have to find a way to include Sir Malla. I don't know in place of which bowler, or maybe drop Lokesh Baum and play Sir Malla. But that will weaken our batting. Maybe one of the pacer drops out, probably Karan if that's the case. If Sir Malla has to play, or if he wants another spinner, Stuart Law wants another spinner. Another thing that Sir Malla brings to the table is versatility. He can bowl across phases. We saw him open the bowling. Uh, he opened the bowling for Luminous. He played on the Rohit Paudel on the thing. Now Rohit knows what Sirmala brings to the table, and I think Stuart Law publicly said in an interview that he wants a mystery spinner in the setup, even for the long run, even if it's just for the long run. He wants a mystery spinner, and every T20 side currently has a mystery spinner, so that's a big plus for Sirmala. He can bowl across phases. He can open innings. He can bowl in the middle overs, and if tracks help, he can bowl at the death as well, which won't be the case, but at least he'll bowl at two different phases. He got the wickets of Duplessis, one of the best players, one of the best ODI players of our time. Uh, we genuinely saw international pedigree batters struggle to pick Shermala. I think that is a big positive for Shermala and Nepal cricket. So he makes the cut. Lalit, it's a little more one-dimensional. We know what he brings to the table. He's really good at that. But again, the potency that Sirmala has in his bowling edges it over Lalit Rajvanshi for me.
Sasank, any hot takes that you have got?
Nothing else. Just I want to talk about Lalit Narayan Rajvangshi and Seramolla as you guys were discussing about them. I don't think Lalit can make it up to 15. I don't think Lalit can make in the 15-man squad. By looking his stats, recent stats, it's not that good. In another hand, we have Seramolla, who was also a joint highest wicket taker in recent and in last NPL. And also, yeah, one advantage he can do decent with his bat too, as we have already seen him in Lumbini versus Kathmandu game. He have scored something like 26 or 27 run with three boundaries. So yes, that's it.
So my thought process would be that no matter who among Avinash or Pratish goes into the World Cup squad, I don't see any of them playing any match at all, right? Because if there are to be three pacers, then there will be Sompal, Karan, and Nandan with Gulshan bowling a few overs. Let's hope so. So I'm even comfortable with not picking any of those two as well because Nepal will have three frontline pacers along with the part-time bowling of Gulshan and or Arif or Adil Alam as well should they go into the World Cup squad. And my another concern would be that even though we like to think of Sumpal and Karan Casey as all-rounders, they are not. Let's accept that. Karan Casey can hit the ball big, but Nepal's batting pretty much ends at number 7 when Gulshan gets out. So I would even be tempted to drop one of the three frontline pacers and maybe probably add an all-rounder in there who can finish with the bat as well. Because we have seen Stuart Law do that against West Indies and in the Asia and Asia Pacific qualifiers as well. Because Corran was not favored by Stuart Law. Nandan is his favorite pacer. He has that extra yard of pace as well. He balls at around 140, I guess. So Sompal at similar pace, but Corran is relatively slower as compared to them as well, even though he does swing the ball both ways in power play overs. So I'm totally comfortable with going with either Sher Molla or Lalit Yadav along with Sandeep Lamisane and only picking up three pacers, Sandeep, Karan and Nandan, and not picking any of Avinash Bora or Pratish Rishi so that we can make extra room for another batter in the middle overs. And for me, I think both Basir Ahmed and Kusal Molla can even play, like Molla can play at number three and Basir can be there at number five. That would put left and right hand combination. That would be another strength as well. And if Strodla is to pick Basir and Kusal Molla, then I think it's easier to drop Lalit Rajvanshi as well because one of them will still start all the matches. At least one of them will start, so they will have that left arm off spin option as well. So I think Sir Molla is going to be a lot of like a lot of people's favorite player as well, given his recent performance in NPL. But it's a tough call for our head coach to be making as well. Like do you take a debutant into the World Cup because of his NPL performance or not? Like he can be handy with the bat as well at number eight, but I don't see him playing probably because I want to increase the batting depth if anything. So yeah, I think that's all we've got, right?
A
So if
little bit on Jora.
okay, go ahead.
If, I think Jora should go. He's versatile. I think he can bat at three, he can finish the innings. He was brilliant in that West Indies series. I think he probably nailed on his selection for the World Cup just because of the Unity Cup. He was brilliant against a West Indies side, even though it wasn't the strongest of West Indian side. Jora showed he can. Didn't have the best of NPL, but none of our batters did. Let's be honest, no one really performed. The only guy who performed was probably Binod Bhandari, and I don't think he makes 15. But I think Zora's profile, his experience, he's played for Nepal, he played in the last World Cup as well. His versatility will favor him. Uh, Even if one of our openers, let's say, let's hope that doesn't happen, but if someone gets injured, he can open the batting. He can bat at three. He can be the floater one. He's a very good player of spin. He can. He's a good floater, and if if you want to add depth to our batting, I think Jora could be a good option. I don't see him playing every game, but it definitely be an option. So Jora makes the 15, and yeah, that's it now.
So what would Zora's preferred position be? Like if you were to put him in the playing 11, at what number would he be batting at?
I don't think Zora starts. It's just for the backup. I don't think Zora starts. If he starts, we'll probably have to drop a bowler if you want to strengthen our batting. As you said, you are okay with two frontline pacers plus Kulsan as a little bit of part time, if I may say. So if probably bat around 6 7, I think if he plays, uh, but he doesn't bat, he doesn't open. I think for me at least, Lokesh from bats at three, Powder at four, Mulla at five, Deependra at six, Wilson at seven, Sundeep at eight. That will be too low. I don't know. I have no idea.
So okay, if you have anything to disagree, raise your hand. Otherwise, we can wrap it up now. Anything to add?
Mm, I mean, mine is quite different opinion from him. I have put Jora at number 4 because he can bat as an opener also, and uh, I mean he can ball as well sometimes. So I have put him in number 4, and his intent is quite positive, I guess. Uh, he can hit hard, and you know that's all.
Yeah, Zura is known for his hitting along with Malla in this squad, and I don't see him opening, to be honest. Like if either of the openers get injured, then it will be the wicketkeeper backup will be slotting in for him. So I don't think Sandeep Zora has any chance opening in this squad. It's just that does he bat at number three if he plays in, and Rohit bats at four, or does he bat at four and Rohit bats at three? Because I think one of Basir or Kusal Malla has to play at number five, like because that would add left arm off spin and left-handed batter as well. So yeah, I think we can wrap it up now, right? What to say what I've got.
Let me see. I think I'll be really surprised if Stuart Lord isn't already sure about our playing 11. He should be sure now. Uh, the squad, I think the squad should be announced before 7th or 8th of Jan. Uh, I think among the 15, I think 12, 13 are pretty much nailed on. It's just the one or two that are missing. I don't think this camp will play a massive role. He should have his 11, at least 11, 12 ready. And my point again on the likes of Basir or Binod is they won't take the score to 180, 190, and if they can't do that, I don't see any point playing them. I don't think there are two places for an anchor in our batting order. Rohit Paudel will be an anchor, and I think he has to bat as an anchor and let the other bat around him and play at a good strike rate. Basir Ahmed won't do that. I like him as a cricketer. I've got nothing against him, but it's just that his profile is his power hitting ability, if anything. Uh, so Molla plays ahead of Basir Ahmed for me, purely because of the track, purely because of what we are aiming at. If we are aiming at 150, he plays. If we are aiming 190, he doesn't. That's it.
So no Basir in the 15 for you, right? That's a very hot take for me at least.
Yeah, Basir doesn't make my 15. No.
Okay, okay. So what have we got left? I, I think Jora, Molla, and players like that are very high risk and high reward players. Like they can get out and entire team can collapse. So I think Basir does make it in my 11 at least, but we can always agree to disagree. So
That's the thing. Yeah. Do we take the risk? Do we take the gamble and be ready to get bowled out for 80? Or do we save our reputation and get to 120 and lose anyways? I don't see the point of getting to 120 and losing because 120 isn't getting defended. So take a risk. Don't save our reputation. We have saved our reputation in the previous World Cup. We couldn't win. Now don't go searching to save our reputation. Go for the kill. Take a few risks and let's see what happens.
and hopefully not get killed. Yes, that's the common ground. Go for the kill and hopefully not get killed. So are we done, guys? Are we done?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, thank you everyone for being part of this discussion. Thanks for everyone watching us at Tea and Sports. Do you agree with us? Do you disagree? What are your hot takes? Like who are your surprise picks? Who have been left out? Who should have been in the team according to you? Like, do comment them down below. Like the video if you like what we're doing here, and do share it with to friends and family who are into sports and cricket. Like that's the only way we are going to reach more people. So yeah, that's it for today. To stay updated, do give this channel a subscribe. Keep loving tea and sports.